Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Browns Steelers going up against Landry's Dolphins. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to picturesque Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Godden here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
The Dolphins' Andrew Franks ready to rock and roll, and off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who's becoming an elder statesman among quarterbacks in the league, drafted back in 2004. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
Is it really true that last year he became just the 10th player in NFL history to top 300 career touchdown passes?
How about that?
I mean, where is time gone? I feel like it was his rookie year, and he had that great winning streak to start off his career with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the best part about his game, 2 Super Bowl rings.
And his 5th Pro Bowl a year ago as well. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh has long prided itself on being a defense-first team, but if you look at the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, it's been their offense that's led them. In 2016, they were 7th overall in total offense, and they can hit you through the air, on the ground. No matter what they do, they're hard to prepare for.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 29. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
In 2016, Miami was 29th overall in total defense. Not a number that's going to excite them or one that they can hang their hat on. But what redeemed them last year was their 3rd down defense. 4th best in the NFL, and as we all know, that's the down that you really point to and target. Get off the field on 3rd down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And Martavis Bryant back in the fold, which delights not just himself, but of course his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. This guy, he can do it all, Brandon, able to go across the middle and stave off contact and make catches.
Sat out last year, as you're alluding to. Year before, though, 50 catches, 765 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 0-0 our score. And we'll be back to South Florida after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 41-yard line. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call it.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. He may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And Ndamukong Suh breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Cutler. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Ben to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. So we've hit halftime here, and as we expected, looking at the clock, a very quick first half of play. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. Both the Dolphins and the Steelers haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Now midway through the second, James has got nobody around him on the catch, and he'll be tackled at the 26-yard line. The defense would later recover a fumble and get off the field.
Okay, Larry, thank you. Just a lone field goal in that first half. Will the offenses show up? That's now the question. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes Jay Cutler now to lead his offense back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now Bell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's James. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Fresh set of downs here. The give is to Bell. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. A give to Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
To throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Getting Stills, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's back to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here we go. It's Cutler on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 31 yards that time. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Dolphins have a 1st down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So this hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. Room here to run. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And James has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bryant. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Second down now after the pass completion. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Shoves him aside. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
They come out here in the eye. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Bell, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.